I'm at the end of the row, and what I have left is 1 double crochet and then my chain right here, my chain 3. So I ended off with double crochet 2 together, double, double. So I'm going to double crochet 2 together in this last double crochet and into the chain. All right, and then chain 3 up. It's always chain 3 up, and that chain 3 is counts as a double crochet. So then you remember, don't double crochet into that first one. It's the second one here. So double crochet, and then you're going to double crochet 2 together. Then 2 double crochet 2 together, all the way to the end. Okay, so I ended the 3rd row with the double crochet 2 together, but I still have this chain 3 at the end. So we want to make sure it's even. So I'm just going to put a double crochet in there to finish out the end. You want to make sure that these are going up the same. All right, so then you are going to chain 3. And remember, skip that first one here and double crochet into the next one. So then same pattern, 2 double crochet together to the end. All right, so I just did 2 double crochet, and then I have the double crochet chain 3 at the end. So I'm going to double crochet 2 together. All right, and that is the end of row 4. Then I'm going to chain 3 again. Remember, always chain 3. Skip that first one and then put a double crochet in the next one. And then double crochet 2 together, 2 double crochet. On that row, I just did 2 double crochet, and then I am back to double crochet in the chain. So I'm going to do a double crochet together in the last double crochet in the chain 3. All right, I believe we have 1 more row to go yet. So chain 3, turn your work, all right, skip that one, put a double crochet in the next, and then double crochet 2 together. All right, and I'm going to do this to the end of this row. So that was our last row of 2 double crochet 2 together. So chain 3. Remember, skip that first one, and then you are just going to double crochet across the top. All right, so including the chain 3, I should have 7. So I'm going to do the double crochet across for a total of 5 rows. Now, this pattern is not my pattern. I did see a video on how to do this, but I did tweak the pattern a little bit to the way that I wanted it. So remember, skip that one and then double crochet across. Can be kind of difficult crocheting with 2 strands of yarn, but I really like how thick this is because there's going to be less stress or less stretch when you wash it. So just double crochet all the way across and make sure you double crochet in this chain 3 spot. And you're going to, like I said, you're going to do double crochet for 5 rows. All right, so I have my 5 rows done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you are going to chain 3. It's always chain 3. And then I have 7 crochets here. So what I'm going to do, which 7 is perfect if it works out odds. So double crochet twice, and then you are going to chain 1, skip this double crochet and crochet into the next one. What you're doing is you're creating your buttonhole. And always remember to crochet into that chain 3 because that counts as a double crochet. Okay, so what you have is a buttonhole. That's where your button's going to go through. But now this is what I did with my pattern, or the way I decided to do it, is you're going to do it one more time with another buttonhole. So do your first 2 double crochets, chain 1, and then don't crochet into this middle, crochet into this one. You're going to have 3 double crochets on each side. Sometimes the yarn splits a little bit. All right, so I have 2 buttonholes. I did that because some people have different size stove handles, so this gives them a little bit of a option to where they can adjust it. All right, so chain 3, and this is going to be our final row. So you are going to, you always skip this one right here. So double crochet, double crochet, and then on this one you are actually going to double crochet in the buttonhole right here, and then finish double crocheting across. And remember, always in that chain 3 on the end. All right, and then your topper is done. So make sure you cut off a little bit of extra here, because what we have to do is we have to sew the ends in. So cut it off, and then you're going to wrap it around, pull through, and fasten off. All right, and then I am going to show you how to tie these ends in and get a button on. Okay, we're all ready to finish up. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to sew in these ends right here. And I'm going to this is going to be the back of my towel, so I'm going to sew them into the back, and you're just going to kind of thread it in anywhere through the back here, and you want to make sure you get in between the plies here so that it stays in. You want to go across like 3 or 4 times. All right, and then you just snip the end off. And you're going to do that with the other one. Just thread it through the back. Snip that off. All right, so that's the back of it, and then this is going to be the front of the towel. So this is going to be the part that folds over. So I'm going to sew the yarn through the inside of the fold here. All right, so I'm going to go right through the top with one of the strands. I'm going to do that, like I said, 3 or 4 times to make sure it stays in and doesn't come undone in the wash. And then when you sew the ends in, it can get really thick in one spot, so I'm going to sew this one in a different spot. I'm going to go down over here, so I'm just kind of work my way down here and then crochet it into this one right here. Oh, I missed part of the yarn. All right, thread that through. All right, so that is the front of the towel. And then this part is going to get folded over. So the next thing you need is your button and then a little bit more yarn. So you're gonna thread your needle, which sometimes is easier said than done. Okay, and then I'm gonna go about the 3rd row up right here and just kind of center it in the middle. I'm gonna crochet, I'm going to put the needle through the back, pull it through, and then stick it through the front. All right. And then in the back, I am going to tie it twice. And then just kind of wind my ends in the back. All right, snip it off. I always leave a little end sticking up because eventually it's gonna pull through, because it always moves a little bit. All right, then I'm gonna go off to this side and weave my end in. All right, snip it off. All right, and there you have your towel. So then you have your 2 buttonholes here, so you can stick it in either one, depending on what size that you want. You could put it in there if you have a smaller stove handle, or you can put it in the bottom one if you have a little bit larger one. All right, and then you're all done.